was back when I worked on Spartacus in 2009. Probably the first time I'd ever taken training seriously, and that was about the closest thing to torture I can imagine, doing the boot camp for that. I've never gone that hardcore since.
And Jai Courtney, despite always looking super jacked, suspicious, doesn't actually have his personal trainer on speed dial.
I kind of swing in and out of it. You know, I'm surprisingly not a real gym junkie, but it's a necessary part of the kind of world in which I operate, I guess. Yeah, it's important. I like to take care of myself, certainly.
Jai Courtney has no routine because, well, he's rich and famous and a Hollywood movie star. I mean, someone else can do the paperwork, yeah?
I have such a short attention span that I get bored of things so quickly. I kind of every time I come back to training, we'll have a different approach. And sometimes it's about getting in the gym and hitting the weights and really developing a program and doing that. And, sometimes it's just about getting out on a daily basis and going for a run.
Top tip from Jai Courtney, it's all about the food.
I mean, I find nutrition is probably the most important thing. I think that contributes more than most people kind of probably imagine it does. I mean, a lot of guys work out a lot and just kind of eat what they want. And I've had more success being careful with what I put in my body and not having to go so hardcore with the training. It comes back to moderation, but it's about putting those things in your body at the right time. And you can still allow to have indulgences. Way too fond of pizza and beer and chocolate to ever kind of rule those things out altogether. But it's about making those things count and cutting out unnecessary things at the wrong time.
Let's get into Jai Courtney's body transformation for Terminator Genisys, starring alongside the legend that is Arnie.
He's still at his age, works out every single day. Arnold does. And I think if you want to be an action star, it's important to stay in good shape.
So this right here is how Jai Courtney transformed his body, hitting 6% body fat in just 8 weeks for Terminator Genisys. Step 1, cardio.
There's a lot of uphill walking.
Step 2, fatty fish.
Salmon ingestion.
Just 2 steps, cardio and fatty fish. Look, if you can rock up on set looking like this, then you have movie star genetics.
When you got to time travel with no clothes on, you want to be looking your best.
So look, Jai Courtney dropped 20 pounds and got absolutely shredded for Terminator Genisys. So let's get into the shortest body transformation of all time.
It was a little boring for me on this one, I got to admit. I mean, that was me trying to get as skinny as possible. This was actually about trying to get as slim as possible. That involved a lot of walking uphill for hours on end, for months on end, and eating more salmon than you would care to ingest in a single week.
Jai Courtney workout looks like this. Cardio, lots of cardio. And the Jai Courtney diet was salmon, lots of salmon. And along with that salmon, because, it might get boring on its own, 8 litres of water a day.
I think I was a little chubby when I got the job because the first thing they said to me was, you got to drop 20 pounds. So that meant I had to live on a treadmill for the next 2 months and eat salmon around the clock, which is no way to live, let me tell you.
One of the first conversations was just about the shape that I had to get in. I'd probably been having a bit of an off-season when I got the role. They said, you have to drop 20 pounds. I'd had a lovely summer. I'd been back home, a bit too much pizza and beer.
Jai Courtney said for Terminator, he was literally drinking salmon through a straw. Look, you've smashed it. When Arnold Schwarzenegger thinks you look ripped.
I mean, he still trains every day, yeah. No, he's been rather complimentary to me, and I'm happy to sort of take him, which was good.
Let's get into that Jai Courtney Suicide Squad body transformation. He said, I'd never done clean and jerks and snatches. I did a lot of back squats, deadlifts, old school moves that were great for when you're packing in the calories and really fueled up. I probably put on 20 pounds of muscle. I was 230 pounds and 6.5% body fat.
It was expected that we would have martial arts training up to 3 months out from production with the sensei Richie Mosquito. Some of us earned our yellow belt. Some have gone on to earn their orange. I'm on my yellow still.
Let's get into that Jai Courtney Suicide Squad workout. He said the beauty of this movie was that he was told he could finally gain some weight. So he went from about 190 pounds in Terminator to 230 pounds for Suicide Squad, saying that the physical preparation was massive.
There was Kempo karate, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing with Richard Mosquito. He was our in-house sensei, and weightlifting. And yeah, there was sort of pretty extreme physical demands for all of us to sort of get in that kind of elite shape.
His trainer, Brendan Johnson, said he needed to build up his body so heavy weights were required to add lean mass, but he couldn't compromise on his ability to perform in front of the camera, so working on his functional fitness was paramount. Jai Courtney couldn't just look the part, he had to be physically and mentally able to perform it too.
I've been in training since before Christmas, doing various disciplines of martial arts. Just a lot of physical stuff. There's an expectation on us to kind of look as such, so I've been embracing that fully.
So like every single workout Jai Courtney performed was a circuit to provide the muscle stimulus needed for growth, whilst also working his heart and lungs hard to improve fitness, as well as creating the right hormonal response to encourage his body to burn fat. So workout 1 was bench press for 5 reps, double unders for 50 reps, cable tricep extensions for 20 reps, 35-meter sprint, 5 rounds, and V-sit crunches for 50 reps. Complete 5 circuits. Workout 2, back squat, 3 reps, bicep curls, 20 reps, box jumps for 15 reps, 150-meter row, crunches for 20 reps, and you complete 10 circuits. Workout 3, lat pull down for 10 reps, press ups for 20 reps, dumbbell lateral raise for 10 reps, weighted Russian twist for 50 reps, and you complete that for 5 circuits.
Welcome to the party, Captain Boomerang.
Workout 4, a deadlift pyramid. You start with a light weight for 15 reps, and then with each set, increase the weight but lower the reps to 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. And then decrease the weight and increase the reps to 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 15. Cable fly pyramid, where you use the same pattern, and then finish with 10 sets of 100-meter sprints. Workout 5 was a body part day, where you pick a body part you want to build, and then choose a compound lift that works that muscle group. So you warm up, gradually increasing the weight and reducing the reps per set. And when you're at your work weight, you do 10 sets of 10 reps.
Yeah, it was great, you know. I had these kind of 2 blades that were like reversed and doing all this action.
Let's get into that Jai Courtney Suicide Squad diet. Apparently, he was eating unbelievable amounts of flesh every day. His trainer, Brendan Johnston, said there was never a need for fasted cardio. The key was to get all the high-quality calories in needed to build full, dense and functioning muscle tissue whilst lowering body fat levels. And if you train hard and consistently and eat good and healthy whole food, then that is what will happen.
This was the first job I worked on where the studio had instructed me to get big, which is kind of funny for me because I'm a bigger guy and often I'm trying to like lean out or like trim down. And all of a sudden I had license to lift, and they wanted, you know, they just want to get big and strong, and that was kind of sort of the deal across the board. I mean, we all were doing crazy training, and then that bled into like martial arts stuff. We were doing Kempo karate. I think that was all built around sort of starting and maintaining a discipline.
So breakfast number 1 was 400 millilitres of water, a protein shake with 2 scoops of protein powder and a tablespoon of almond butter and a piece of fruit, and then he hit the gym.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Calm down.
Hey, 1 minute I'm playing mahjong with me nana, and this red streak hits me out of nowhere.
Breakfast number 2, 6 eggs, 1 grilled chicken breast and a cup of oatmeal. Mid-morning snack looked like this. It was a protein shake with almond butter. For lunch, it was 225 grams to 340 grams of lean protein, such as chicken, fish or steak and veg. Mid-afternoon snack was a protein shake, this time without almond butter. And for dinner, it was 300 grams of lean protein, a different source from lunch with more veg.
We're gonna be rich. And you and me, mate, go and get the car.
Let's get into this Jai Courtney bodyweight workout he does. He says if you get just a bit of exercise in before every meal, you'll really see a difference. Perform 50 press-ups, sit-ups or prisoner squats, broken up into as many sets as you need before eating. It will force your body to access fat stores for fuel. So look, if you want to get ripped like a Hollywood movie star, you need to get on the program. Link in the description. Oh, you want more videos? Hey, look, it's real simple. All you got to do is subscribe, comment, and like. We keep the videos coming, and there's a few more on the screen ready to go right now. You better get tapping.